The following video is proudly presented by MightyOxTrading. All information contained in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is not financial or investment advice. Good morning. Welcome to MightyOxTrading. Happy Tuesday. Welcome. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Good long weekend. We are ready to rock and roll here. As we come on, oil just popped up big. 39 tick candle. Literally just 2 minutes ago. Oil, we'll get to him in a minute when we look at the charts, but it's up big. NQ. So NQ yesterday continued to rise from Friday. Hit a high of 12,883, which is a high we haven't seen in a couple weeks, I believe. Pulling back now. Started pulling back toward the end of the day. And we've come back down now. Back under 12,700. We have, since today's session started, we have about a 210 point range. ES, same moves, of course, in about a 58 point range. Copper, about a 100 tick range there. Gold came up to 1867, which is higher than the last few days. Hit a low of 1848 up to 1860, so 12 point range toward the bottom of the range right now. UltraBond. Actually, it looks like UltraBond rolled, and TradingView hasn't caught up yet. I didn't realize it rolled either, but September definitely has more volume. I'm not sure where my yellow lines are either, but anyway, it looks like this is kind of interesting. I don't think I've ever seen this before. This is a perfect double top to the tick and a perfect double bottom to the tick. That's quite interesting. It's about a 1.5 of range, trying to head back up. And now here we are on Crude. And Crude is interesting. Oh, wait a minute. I am missing my... I was missing something. Hello, Zavak. Good morning. I knew I forgot to bring up a certain screen. Give me a second here. Forgot to bring up the chat. Good job. Yeah, that's the problem with having a weekend off. You forget how to stream. Anyway. Oh, hold on. NQ sending a signal, trying to pop back up there. So Crude hit a high of 119.43 shortly after London opened. It's pulled back now under 119, but we have a range of about 2.5 points or so. And we can take a quick look at the daily chart, which, I mean, obviously none of this affects day trading, but it's very interesting the fact that we have not been here since March 9th, and that was 2 days after we hit the decade high, long high of 130.50. So continuing to head up, it'd be interesting to see how far it goes up. It's pulling back a bit now. After that big rise up, it's now pulled back. Rise up. And last but not least, natural gas is actually making new daily lows as we speak. And there we go. Low seems to be 85.68, 87.72. Oh, new daily low right there. Can't keep up with it. So about 240 ticks of range from top to bottom. And that's where we stand. Hello, Black Beauty and Male Gossip. Glad to hear your strategy is working. Bunch of pop-ups here. Trying to come back up. NQ is. I'm talking backwards. And for those crypto people, Bitcoin trying to head back up to 32,000. That's where we stand. As you can see, I'm down about 140 on the gauntlet, up $12 and 50 cents on the TCP. Remember that because yesterday was a holiday, it's been all one trading day according to the CME from Sunday evening till Tuesday, today's afternoon when it closes. We're seeing a nice move up here, looks like. Hey, Judah. Hey, Live Sucka Free. Morning. Hope everyone had a great weekend. So NQ is heading up. I maybe should have grabbed it, but I didn't like it there, honestly. But let's see where it goes. Chart out NQ to. Hey, Hebrew. So we'll watch this, start to get a feel for the morning. I'll take a look at the overnight here in a bit. Gonna get a little breakfast real quick. So we watch what's going on. You can see how crude here. Oops. Boom, boom. There. It's coming down from that high of 119.18, down nicely, popped back up once, fell right back, and kind of build up here and boom. And now it's pulling back to the SMA line. So did everyone enjoy their weekend? Yep. Hey, Sonny. Welcome. I'm sure there's a lot of people that are wondering if the whole bear market thing's over. I'm not sure about that, but we shall see. Good morning, Oceanside. Hey, Mystery Life, Gardner Shaw. Eh. Pro Tools, welcome. I understand that mystery, but we do need a break. If you did it all day, every day and all that, eventually you get kind of sick of it. Hello, Terradome. Okay, back. So came out off this long signal here. We reached a high of 695. Kind of pulling back to the SMA line now. Same thing for ES. Gold. It looks kind of flat. A little bit of up and down movement here. It was decent up and down movement. Small, I mean, about a 4-point range, but it's gotten tighter. We had a tight range here, kind of expanded, now back to being tight. YM. Yep, and back down. ES sending a short signal there. We're kind of rangy now here as well. Got that long signal and then right back down to the short. So wait for our opportunities. Hello, Fert. You know, I'm kind of thinking downward for NQ as well, but I try not to bias my thinking. But yeah, overnight here on the 15, this is the 15-minute chart. Yeah, easy for me to say. I could catch 3 good winners last night. I was actually down about 360. And I caught 3 winners on MNQ and NQ. I caught 1 here and 2 on this move down. It's actually, you know, this would have been a great reversal candle to play. Then it hung on at the SMA line for hours. Finally broke back down. This move. This would have been a great reversal candle to play. You can see that move down. Now we're just kind of hanging at the SMA line again. So wait for our opportunities. Gold sending a short signal here, but again, tight range. So anybody do anything fun over the weekend? Thank you. Still trying to figure out opportunities here as well for the TCP. Looking at MES, I'm looking at micro gold, micro crude opportunities. Both gold and CL ticking down here. I should have grabbed. Looks like gold's trying to head down. Low over here was 1849.3, which is our low of this, not low of the session, but most recent low. And Q sending that short signal right there on that SMA line. Good morning, Matt. How was your weekend? You supposed to relax on a long weekend? So there's a short signal there. Now we do have a still an uptrending SMA line. So now we're kind of rangy. See whether or not this short crude try to come back up. Am I still here? Discord's giving me an issue. Not sure if everything is it or if it's just Discord. Doesn't look like a problem. Yeah, I'm still getting data here. Discord might be crashing. Oh, there we go. So, no, I don't think we have any major news this morning. Let me look. Looked last night. Didn't see anything. Canadian GDP. Still a major news this morning. Ah, the low of the session there, Black Beauty. Those seem to be want to head down. NQ's not as convincing as ES is. TICKSTRIKE is ticking though. So obviously, didn't like that short right there, but obviously moving good. Down 4 points already. Here's NQ. Recent low is 659.5. If it breaks that, could get down to 620 is the next support area. Currencies are falling. Are popping. Crude, another. So crude's coming, keeps coming down and then having these bursts back up. You see a burst here, burst here, burst here. We'll continue to watch, see if this breaks through this most recent resistance, and if it does, we might jump in on a couple micros here on NQ. What's VWAP? VWAP. VWAP 752. Hanging in the 660 area. ES struggling about 41.33. AQ struggling about 12.660. See if we can get through. Gold again sending a short signal. Throughout the week, you're going to see me probably transitioning a bit more to using 15-minute charts. Now, right now, the 15-minute chart looks a little ugly on these indices. But I've been studying the 15-minute a lot. And a combination of the 15, the 5, and the 1 is what I'm going to be looking at. Q actually popping back up here. ES back up to 41.36 or 35 technically. And then Q up to its SMA line. Gold again is, I'm an idiot telling me I'm an idiot because we've gotten two short signals since come on here. This one obviously would have been good. About 2.5 minutes, sorry, 3 minutes from the top of the hour. So this would have given me, you know, two, actually would have ran into the second short signal. But either way, either of these would have been good. If you look at the 15-minute chart on gold, oops, I unblew it up. Ooh, look at that silver candle. Wow, look at that silver candle. That's a $1,000 15-minute candle. Anywho, back to gold. Sorry, I saw shiny stuff and got distracted. We had this move up middle of the night. Well, actually, this move up was occurring as I was still around. Unfortunately, the SMA line didn't turn white until here. But could have jumped in there. 1855 rode this up. We need to be watching for a possible reversal because you can see here's the reversal. And if you didn't get out in time, we would have whooshed down with this candle and lost most of the gains. But then, jump on there. Well, that was a white, still white SMA line. Wait for the blue. Could have got in here. And you can see this candle is wicked down and then whooshed back up. But this would have been another 5-point play. Not as smooth as it looks, honestly. Yeah, gold just popped back up. And Q sending a long signal there, but right into that SMA line. Same with ES. So it's decided it does not want to yet go down all the way. This move from this short signal did come down about 15 points. Top of the hour here in 30 seconds. And after the top of the hour, if there's nothing fun to drop, there's nothing fun going on, we'll chart out NQ overnight on the 1 minute. Gold, big burst up here. Top of the hour. Nothing rocking my world. VWAP, VWAP, VWAP sitting. Oops, I turned off the bands. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Yeah, VWAP sitting at 12,752. So almost 100 points up. Well, about 80 points up. And back down. 12 points back down. And that looks bearish. Tried to come up, failed, big move back down. But it was a top of the hour candle, so we'll kind of wait. Seems indecisive here. But 59 is where we've double bottomed this candle and this candle. So that seems to be resistance. Looks like, is that 59 as well? Yeah, this is, you can see this is general area. We're struggling to get through. If it can break that, then you're probably looking at a move down. I shouldn't say that. Could be looking at a move down. Put it that way. We shall put it that way. ES did send another short signal there. Let's go grab our MNQ chart again. See if we break this area. Looks like it's trying to. We're jumping in here. There we go. See if it did not fully break. There we go. I should have rested an order on 58 because I got in a little late. Let's see if it continues down. Nope. Looks like I might have jumped in too early. Oh, maybe not. It's trying. It's either gonna break or just totally burst back up. Getting some ticking on TICKSTRIKE. You see the red for both Crude and NQ up at the top. Crude turning around as well. There we go. There we go. Got some movement down. Crude pulling back a bit. Move these over here like this. Watch these charts while we watch. Remove this candle. That way you can see everything. Oh, hit that third band, pulling back up. So we got that downward momentum and it immediately kind of went away. Still hanging in this 12,650 area. But struggling to get below it. Short signals everywhere though. ES. Off that first short signal would have been the better play. Stop sitting above the SMA line. SMA line does have quite a nice downward tilt. Crude coming down here as well. You can see Crude lighting up in the upper right hand corner. And Q still struggling to break 1250. I'm sorry, 1250? 12650. Hanging right on that first Bollinger Band. Might need to consolidate a bit here. Patience. Definitely not in any hurry to go anywhere. Although crude's working. Crude and gold have been trying to tell me that I need to not be so stuck on using the indices. I feel like if this finally can clear this 12,650 area, it's going to burst down. But maybe not, because it doesn't have a lot of room to really burst. It's hanging right on that SMA. My stop is now 8 points above that SMA line, considering moving it down. For now, I'm not touching it. Here we go. Just trying to, there we go. There's a move. Tick strike lighting up for both crude and NQ. There we go. Yeah, there we go. We are almost down to that band. Luckily, we just expanded with the next candle. About 15 points into profit here. Bounding back up with the green candle though. Let's see if it gets beaten down. Beat down. I think I said 620 was the next support area. My target, 30-point target, is at 626. But obviously, we'll manage that. If I feel like it's struggling, we'll pull it. At this point, I wish I had gone in regular NQ. But alas, I did not. Now we're at 640 and struggling, so it's gonna, was it going to struggle at every 10 points? There we go. There's movement. Down to 34. Good profit on this trade. Stops move to break even. They're slightly above break even. Obviously, if it comes all the way back now, I'm going to be upset anyway. Excuse me 1 second. Slow movement down. If I had used the regular NQ here, well, if I used the regular NQ, it probably would have turned against me. No, but no, if I used regular NQ here, then I'll be up over 400. Instead, I'm up 87. Watching this. Now we do see it struggling here. It's come down in these candles and whipped back up twice in the last 2 minutes. Let's see if it can break this area here. It's about 32. There we go. We broke it. 31. There's 30. Can we break 30? Have some more knocking. Knock, knock, knock it on NQ's door. Nope. Again, whipped back up. Watching it. See gold's come back up. Crude's coming back up. Try to give it some room to move down here, but I'm also not going to give it that much leeway if it's not going to continue down. Looks like it's leveling out. Out. And we're out there. So we were down 140 and see that big candle back up. So let me check my stats. Now down 77. So we gave back a little bit there off the top. But $63 trade, if my math is right. I should have got out with one and stayed in with one. That would have been the smarter idea. But obviously I'm not smart. There we go. Looking at things at a more macro level, let's check out the NQ chart on the 15-minute here. And you can see here it hung on the SMA line, and it tried breaching that SMA line and failed multiple times before finally moving down on this candle by 36 points. On a 5-minute chart, there's a beautiful little short signal there on the 5-minute. And back here. But we can see here the 30-minute, 15-minute, and now the 5-minute are all in agreement of moving downward. And the 1 hour. All the longer time frame charts are pointing to the move down. So we'll see, we are about hour and 15 minutes from the bell. So we'll see how that plays out. NQ's knocking. So looks like I did get out too early. Not, yep, we're below 6:30 now. So my patience was not my thing there. Took the quick and easy profits, and now it would have hit my still 2 points away from what my ultimate profit target there was. Beauty, I believe you said 41.21 for ES. 5 points away from that. So it was a good call. But still struggling here. Nice job, Black Beauty. Popping back up to that SMA line. Strong candle up here on between these last two candles. About 18 points. Never actually did reach my ultimate 30-point profit target there. Would have been 1 point away. ES popping back up. Popping fresh dough. Back above 41.30. So that was a quick move back up on ES there. 5 points back up. VWAP on Crude is down at 117.32 according to TradingView. Wish I would love to keep VWAP on the charts, but you can see when I turn it on, it just scrunches everything. Scrunch, 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 scrunch. Hello, LinkedIn. You can see the move up here on ES into those downward trending bands. Interesting. I'm thinking we're coming back down. That was just a quick side move. We haven't broken the SMA on the NQ. UltraBond. I gotta change that alert. You see, it's trying to pull back now. Gold. Let's see what's been gold's been doing. I kind of ignored gold. Gold popped up that big candle. Came up about 4 points. Now it's kind of head. Gold. Yep, here we go. Pulling back again on NQ. So it came up here into those bands and now pulling back on ES. NQ never even got up above the SMA, pulling back. So possibly just a quick 2-bar pullback. Yeah, they do look similar there. Those 2 bars there. Now this move, yeah, you're right. Hello, Lost. Hello, Kamikaze. Welcome. Hope everyone's having a great day. Short signal there on NQ again. So the low here was 12,627. We just hit 628 here. So it's kind of had a little blip there, and maybe he's continuing to come down. Moving down here, I jumped in on NQ. Regular NQ this time. We'll see if it comes down for me. See if it can break through that 620 support. 10-point stop. Nope, can't break it. Let's see if it can this time on this candle. Got some knocking on NQ. ES. There we go. Broke, hit 620, got underneath it, came back up. Try to give it a little bit of space, but also not afraid to cut it here if it can't hold. $18 is its low. Hang in here. Saw 17. There we go. Ooh, they hit 14 or 15 and not came back up to 20. Looks like a possible reversal candle. Willing to jump out here quickly. Yep, I'm out. Took a small win there. Could have been bigger. About 4.5 points. So I have $90 win there. Getting some small scalps here before it bursts up. So you can see it burst up there by 11 points. Well back above my entry. And we're back in the green by 13 bucks. Woohoo. ES also popped back up. So it broke 20, which I said was resistance from back here, but it could not break 15. This area is obviously important. You see how we consolidated in this area, kind of ranged, but it hit 16, 15, and 20. So here we hit a low of 14. So no breaky. Morning, Leonardo. How are you doing? Crude coming back down. Crude's been in a bigger range. It's a bigger range, but it's a range nonetheless. About a 50-point range. Bloop, 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 bloop. Just kind of bouncing back and forth. Seems like a good time to remind everybody that this Friday we'll be trading overnight again. A London session starting at 2 a.m. Eastern, running to 11 a.m. Eastern. 9 hours of me. Trading London session, trading the non-farm payroll report, and trading the U.S. cash open. Like I said, 9 hours live here on YouTube. Hope you'll be able to join me for some or all of that. We'll be doing the Heart Thumper 1010 strategy for non-farm payrolls on either the Gauntlet account or if some miracle I have the TCP back up and healthy, but don't count on that. So I hope you'll join me for that. Some or all of it. Come trade with me as I trade the London session. So again, look at NQ here. Interesting, the way this is pop up, back down, pop up, back down, pop up, back down. Keep shaking me out to get out of these plays, but obviously if I just jumped in here, I'll be up like almost 50 points. See, and again, NQ sends me a short signal. I've I've thought of it, Leonardo. I can't. Here's my problem with that. Well, here we go. Short signal firing on NQ. So NQ's finally trying to break down, but again, stop. It got down to 11. The problem is that it's so little drawdown. There's about $100 in drawdown that if I run NQ on it, it can't even pull back 5 points without blowing it. So I mean, it was a thought. I would love to run it if I had like about another $200 or $300 in leeway. Great job, Matt. So NQ is pulling back down. Obviously, I'm missing the big move here. I've gotten a couple small moves. Honestly, I'm kind of proud of myself. At one point, remember that because of the holiday, from Sunday evening until this afternoon, it's all one trading day. So at one point, I was down $362 on this trading day, and I'm back in the green. So I fought back on a gauntlet. TCP, I don't know. I mean, I can't. It's stupid to just continue to stagnate on it. So I have been thinking about trying to maybe just jump on a regular ES with a 1 point stop in the evening, and we stopped again. So again, it only went. It's making these quick moves, comes back up, quick move, come back up. But like here's ES. You can see if we turn back time. Turn back time. Sorry. Anyway, you know, early evening, like on a long signal here, like now I wouldn't not normally take that, but like jumping on that long there, using a limit order, I could have got a quick point, which would be $50 without it pulling back. Here it would have pulled back half a point, so I'm using 1 point of risk at the right spots. Here, obviously, I could have tried to, ride that. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the right. Well, I don't want to lose my funded account. That's going to devastate me mentally. I admit that. And again, we see here that NQ pops back up with a big candle. But yet, I know that I can't keep just trying to. It's not doing me any good just sitting there constantly being anywhere between $80 to $120 from being blown. And once again, NQ tries to send a long signal. It's done that each time it's popped up. And I've ignored it, obviously. Did just make a new low of the day. Didn't even realize that. So 620 was the low of the day. Wasn't even paying attention to that. New low of the day, 12608. Actually, that's the low of. That's the low since Friday. This big move up. Next major support area might be this candle here, or this consolidation area here. So we'll say 560 area. Crude popping back up, trying to get back above 119. We're back above 119. Crude desk opens in about 20 minutes. We're hanging around 12,615 here on NQ. So let's look at crude on the 15. Oh, this is natural gas, and I really want to start paying more attention to natural gas. It's a slightly dangerous product. It almost is as dangerous as NQ, but oh wait, NQ breaking down here, trying to get down to 600. ES now 2 points away from Black Beauty's target. There's 600 on NQ. Bounced on 600. No, maybe not. Yeah, it did. Sorry. Okay, the wrong candle, but yeah, bounced on 600. Hey, this move here on natural gas, off of that short signal there, this is, if you go all the way down here to there, is a $3,000 move in the period of a little over an hour. Fortunately, those pullbacks can be killer if you're wrong. Because each tick is $10. It's like if I would jumped on that long signal here, and I probably wouldn't have because it was in the bands, would have expected this pullback. If I jumped on that long signal, 712 down to 701. Okay, that's not bad. It's $120. That's not as bad at all, but sometimes it can be harsh. And another thing I've really been starting to look at is reversal candles. This is a definite reversal candle here. You can see it popped up there. Oh, back to NQ. NQ still it broke 600 for a second. 12,599 and a half, but so far it's not held. Just wants to keep interrupting me as I'm talking. Every time I go away from it, I hear it start clicking. So anyway, natural gas is something I want to watch, and reversal candles. That's what I was talking about. So you can see how this reversed up, well, almost on its way down to that fourth band. That would have been a great reversal play there. $600. There we go. See, again, I took one away. We broke 600 on Q, I believe. Uh, Still 1 point away from Black Beauty's target on ES. Uh, NQ pulling back a little. I mean, sorry, not NQ. Crude oil pulling back a little. Hit 119.18, which is what I actually went over to look at, and then we started talking about natural gas. So here's the crude oil chart, and crude oil chart actually looks kind of ugly. We've seen this move up, pull down. Now see, this is a beautiful reversal candle, although it took another candle to reverse. Kind of sideways here for the last couple hours. Now it's trying to get back up to that high of the day, which is the high since March. And here, last night I kicked myself for not taking this one. If you look here, this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful reversal candle, entry candle. Came down, tried to break that SMA, failed. Green candle up, and obviously led to this bigger move. Jumping in here, riding that up, would have been beautiful. Good morning, Ace. How was your weekend, and how's that finger doing? Are you ready to give the markets the finger? So, hanging right around 12,600 here on NQ. Now, as we were speaking about natural gas actually was trying to send a long signal. It failed. Yep, I always support the resistance. Wow, that was a concise statement there, Ace. Short and to the point. I should have asked you about something more complicated, I guess. Tell me everything you know about thermonuclear dynamics. So back above 600, we hit our new low in NQ, 594. ES, still hanging there. Yep. At 41.23. That's okay, Ace. I figured that. I think you know that. I also think you know how to copy and paste. Yeah, we'll pop back up by about 15 points here on NQ. ES popped up by about 3 or 4 points. Natural gas, as we were talking about just a bit ago, China sent a long signal. Oh, really? Okay, I apologize. I I underestimated you. I apologize. Yeah, what does Google know? Wow, I've never thought of that, but I guess that makes sense. Kind of weird to see him hopping backwards. Yep, crude is above 119. And heading up, you can see crude lighting up on TICKSTRIKE in the upper right-hand corner. Are we going toward the high? Ooh, boom. So big move up here on crude about 10 minutes before the desk opens. High of the day was 119.43. I think we just beat that. Yep, new high of the day on crude. That's an excellent point. Just get behind the thing. Though I'm not sure how quickly they can just turn. Ace, if crude keeps coming up, you're going to soon need to get 3 points instead of 2 just to pay for gas. Long signal firing here on NQ. So it looks like we found our bottom, maybe? Maybe. The low is 12,594. It's popped up almost 30 points. Oh yeah. That's an option too. Hello, Andrew. consolidating a bit here in the indices, deciding which way it wants to go. So far, ES is not bending to Ace's will today. It's being a rebel. Crude is at a 2-month high, almost 3-month high. Pulling back here to the SMAs. I have managed to go from being down $369 to up $13. Oh, I still have parentheses around that 13. Need to get rid of those. Back down to the SMA line on both ES and NQ. Crude pulled back by about 20 ticks. Though Crude is setting a long signal on the 15-minute chart. And as Ace gets out, it comes back up to his entry point. Sorry, I wasn't trying to rub that in. Really, I was not. But it seemed like it, and I apologize for that. That was just rude of me, and I apologized. This is why long weekends are bad. We can forget how to trade. I was forgetting how to stream this morning. Totally forgot to bring up the chat. Looks like we're consolidating shortly before 9 o'clock. Back down to 41.25 on ES. Back down to 12.610 on NQ. Negative, do you see the red on TICKSTRIKE up in the upper right hand corner? Short signal on ES. That said, I'm staying out for now until this decides which way it wants to go. Because it's just kind of indecisive. Crude trying to send a short signal there as well. It's still above a uptrending SMA line. Reminder, folks, if you don't mind hitting that like button for me, I would appreciate it. helps the YouTube algorithm, helps us grow. Yes, and NQ trying to send short signals here. Suddenly everything's quiet. Maybe the quiet before the storm. 20 seconds to the top of the hour. ES is definitely looking short here, but I try not to be judgmental. AQ sending a short signal there as well. I don't know. It's been indecisive. Top of the hour, crude pulls back, selling off by 17 ticks, but pulling right back up. Canadian GDP missed its mark. Oh, there's a pop up. And crude coming down. Crude down by 30 ticks there, and NQ up by 13 points. Got some clucking and ticking. ES back up to 41.28. That's it. We got long signals, we got short signals, and I'm not taking anything here because it would have been indecisive. You can see here in the last 15 minutes, it's sent buy, short, buy. It's, I don't know. That's probably a good thing. The world above, it gets all over your hands. It's hard to get off. Need special solvents. So feeling crude, it's not really great. Common Man, Greywalt, welcome. Hello. Good morning. And long. So maybe I should have went long here. My God, everything's now. I got gold, crude. I got NQ and YM all clanging in my ear. Gold. Gold doesn't look like it's moving much. Do I have the right contract on gold? Yeah, that's the right contract. So we did get the long signal there and give up 8 points. Didn't go far. see that big pullback there. It's a 50 ticks pullback on this candle. 15-minute candle just opened. It's kind of an interesting formation here as well. We ended up pulling down off of that daily high, and that does kind of look like a reversal candle there, which led to this nice big red candle. Natural gas still trying to pull its way up. Whip it. Whip it good. So crude has hit 119.47 11 minutes ago and has come down 100 ticks since. So $1,000 in 11 minutes. So we're about 25 minutes from the bell. I still haven't added a bell sound to the streaming software. I've been meaning to. I've been meaning to do a lot of things. So it looks like we are trying to head up here now. So from the bottom to the top, we've gone back up 50 points on NQ. That's happened over the last 20 minutes. 30 minutes, 20 minutes, yeah, 20. Early morning math, not my thing. Don't anybody tell me it's not still early morning, I will fight you. So I'm trying to, look at the 15-minute charts now and try and look for reversals. This does kind of look like a reversal candle here. That inverted, whatever name of it is, I can't remember the name. Try and get back up to that SMA line. Crude's popping back up already. And we're pulling back a bit here on NQ. These moves don't have a lot of follow through. Even coming down here, I mean, this was a nice move down, obviously. But you keep having these harsh moves back up as it was coming down. Eight oh seven here. But I try to keep everything on East Coast time when I'm talking because obviously the world runs on East Coast time. So let's look at NQ here since it's kind of doing nothing since we started streaming, or since I woke up. 6 a.m. my time, 7 a.m. Eastern. It's in a long signal, and I hadn't yet even woke up, but 15-point stop, 30-point target, gotten it. Now, I wouldn't have taken this short signal, but this short signal would have obviously worked. 84, well actually it wouldn't have given me 30. Down to 59. Really? That wouldn't have worked? Guess not. Anyway, if I wouldn't have taken that, could have taken that there, but... So then here, this wouldn't have worked. Boom. Would have got out at the firing of that short signal for about break even. And that turned blue there. Oh, the blue. And that would have, maybe? No, it would not have stopped me out. So there I could have got 30. And I actually did get my 30 point. Well, no, I got like 20 points on an M&Q off of this short signal there. But could have got 30 using the turning of the SMA line, blue. And this one. Now, I did jump in on these other shorts, but I chickened out and got out as soon as it popped back up. But you can see if I had jumped in there, could have got 30. If I was brave enough to stay. And then that would not have taken, and it did not take this long. It would not have taken that long. This is the long I should have taken. Maybe. Good morning, CBR. So you can see as it stands now, following my trading plan, if I was trading regular NQ, one win, we'll count this as a full loss. It should have been a break even, get out, break even type of thing, but we'll count it as a full loss. So 3-1 with an open trade, one open trade. So should be up about 90 minus 15, 75 points with one open. Oh, Ace, do you remember Vincent? Vincent the Ace? Obviously, he disappeared. He was a regular on the stream. He disappeared back in, I don't know, February or March. Haven't heard from him. Still haven't heard from him. But I was looking on Sharevision last night because he signed up there, and it shows the last activity. And it shows Vincent was on Sharevision 2 weeks ago. I didn't say anything, obviously, but he is still around somewhere. Good job. I see you got your 2 points off of that. You snuck up on it. I agree. I'm hoping he pops back up some point in time. Don't know. I'll let him know just that he's okay. There's the 30 points. So heading up nicely here, 15 minutes or so before the open. So now just following my plan from the. I mean, I shouldn't count this. I was not going to jump up and immediately enter a trade, so I shouldn't count that one. So let's count this one. Say loss, win, win, win. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Well, they're definitely getting more here. You can see TICKSTRIKE lighting up, both Crude and NQ. Ace is like an old West sheriff, always gets his man. In this case, he always gets his points. Do want to look at something here. Let's see. Obviously, I always am afraid of entering, too late or entering the wrong signal. But what if I entered this buy signal here? That would have still worked. Or here. That one would have stopped me out. Just barely. With any slippage in it actually would not have stopped me out. So that's interesting. Gold popped up. So looking for more trades, obviously. I just don't usually take trades this close to the open, so probably stay flat for the open. Have not had a losing trade this morning. 3 for 3 or 2 for 2? I forget. 3. 2? Let's look at the videotape. Or I can just look at executions. 7 execution style. Oh. 2 for 2 this morning. 2 for 2. For about $153. 15 stop, 30 profit target. Although I think 10 might have worked as well. Let me look. 10. 10. Nope, 10 would not have worked on this one. Made the 15. 10. Excellent job, Ace. Now I just got to actually use it. Because, while I have 2 wins on the day, neither one of those were 30 by 15. Or I don't think either one of those I entered at the right time. Let's see. Let me see my times of my entries. 7:02 and 7:25. So I entered here. So I entered 2 candles late off of that short signal. Smart of me. I'm not sure why I entered late. And 7:25. Okay, that one I actually did. So this one I entered at the right time. Good entry, but I only stayed in for like 3 candles. Yeah, I only stayed. I let this shake me out. So I got I only got 4 points when if I hadn't let it shake me out, I could have got 30. So that's something I definitely need to get better at. Now, obviously, if I had jumped on this one, that would have, well, let me put it back up to 15. That would have stopped me out. One day I'm going to have the confidence to just do it. Today so far has not been that day. And everything's gotten quiet. All's quiet on the futures front. No, that doesn't sound right. Eh, gold's trying to rise up. And then Q's popping back up. So you can see here on the 15-minute chart, got the long signal off of this big 60-point candle on, on the 15. We did pull back, and now it's up about 2.5 points. The SMA lines turn white. It's interesting. Still trying to learn this. You can see here we got the same situation back here shortly after London opened. It popped up about 19 points, but that ended up being a reversal candle. And we could be seeing the same thing happening here. Hey, Burl. How you doing? How was your weekend? This is silver. Silver and gold. Nice reversal there. We've a great short signal here. Good job, Black Beauty. Great job, Terry. We are about 6.5 minutes to the bell. And Q is harder. I agree. This is the 15-minute chart for ES. And ES and Q do mostly travel in the same vein, but NQ definitely whipsaws more, or is jumpy, more jumpy, can easily stop you out and then go. Interesting looking copper chart there. Kind of ugliness coming down. Wow, the UltraBond. What the heck happened there? Point and a half moved down. Didn't even notice that. What's ticking? NQ continues to try to move up. As does crude, as does gold. Everything's green right now. So FYI guys, today, if anyone's trading into the afternoon, at 1:05 p.m., Biden is meeting with Jerome Powell and Treasury Secretary Yellen. I don't know if anything will come out of that, but be careful if you're trading into the afternoon. Two and a half minutes to the bell, so we'll move over here. We'll move the 5-minute, 1-minute charts to watch the open. It's the final countdown. Got a lot of dinging on crude again. Let me take a look. Yep, crude just made another new high of the day and is absolutely blowing up. Holy crap, look at crude go. 55 ticks up, it's nearing 120. So right here before the bell, crude nears 120. So it hit 119.98 and a harsh pullback down to 119.50. Wow, look at that. So it almost hit 120 and then pulled back the entire length of that up candle. So here we are now, 10 seconds before the bell. There we go. There's the bell. Ding, 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 ding. Current crude contract is? It's a great question. Hold on one second. Let me find it. July. NQ coming down here a little bit. Though nothing rocking my socks yet. No socks rocking. A lot of clicking, but not much movement. Lean hogs sending me a signal. NQ. So far down about 6 points. ES up about a point. Short signals firing here. So you see a pullback now. 17 points on NQ, 4 points on ES. I need to start using better posture. My back's hurting. Too young to feel this darn old. Knocking, knocking. So, nothing too wild so far. 12 points NQ, 6 points ES. ES sending a short signal on the 5-minute. Starting to get loud, ticking down. Now we're down 30 on the NQ. $35, $38, $40, $41. Now we're starting to cook with gas. Down 13 points on ES. The short signals on both NQ and ES would have been good. It would have been excellent. 52 points now on NQ. 13 points on ES. Down. Starting to silence. Nope, continuing now. Big time move down here, 60 points. Trying to get back below 600. 65 points. ES just hit a low of the day. Broke 41.20. Down 18 points on ES, 19 points. Down 76 points on NQ. Has not quite touched its low of the day. All silent now. So we're down 73 points with about a minute to go in this opening 5-minute candle. ES down almost 20. NQ new low of the day. Now down 87 points on this opening 5-minute candle. Pulling back just a bit here on this last minute. So about 30 seconds to go in this opening 5-minute candle. Then we'll see what everything else is doing. See what kind of fun and debauchery everything else is involved in. Oh, no. Wow, 91 points I just saw. 15 seconds. So again, this short signals that fire on the 1 minute chart would have been excellent. Wow. Okay, 5 minute candle closed, 96 points. And 21 and a half on the ES. That was a huge move down, especially since like the first minute or two it didn't do anything. So new low of the day on ES now, I mean on NQ is 12,580. Popping back up here on this next 5 minute candle. Low of the day on ES is 41.15. Let's see what everything else is doing. Gold continued to come up, but then dropped big. Crude after that weird, very weird 2 minutes there is kind of sideways. Lean hogs went short. Agriculture. Not much. Checking over our 5 minute chart, the 15 minute charts, I'm sorry. Another bounce off the SMA line there on copper. Silver, strong move up. Gold getting into its downward trending bands on that 15 minute, expecting a pullback. UltraBond trying to curl up. So look at that 15 minute chart. Oh, that's interesting. See, I missed this, and I hate that I missed this. Crude actually came up strong enough that it burst that fourth band, which is almost always a pullback. And you can see, so this fourth band was resting at about 119.76, and it pulled all the way back down to 118.95. That would have been a beautiful reversal play. Beautiful. Came right back down to that SMA line on the 15. Beautiful. So for now, though, we're continuing to try and head down here on the indices. We're still popping, rocking. Still a lot of popcorn in my ear. New daily lows coming here. FOMO is kicking in. I want to jump in, but I know every time I jump into a move, it ends badly for me. Let's go back to our 15-minute chart. NQ, another new daily low. Let's go check out some support and resistance. So we're in this area of consolidation when it was coming up on Friday. But next real low might be 1288. As you can see, it's continuing to try and push down. This 15-minute candle is now down 109 points. So I was right. It did seem like it wanted to come down. Remember, I said each time frame was showing a bearish move down. And you can definitely see it. What's interesting is I just don't understand how all this works. You know, almost a perfect touch off that 1 hour SMA. And down. Still coming down here as I'm here talking about it. Look at this. This is now down 118 points since it opened. Down to 1255.56. Just know if I jump in here, it's going to be bad. Maybe found bottom, bouncing up here, bounced up by 12. Has anyone else jumped into anything? Look first, then leap. Still coming down. Are still knocking, trying to come down. Down to 4109. Crude now trying to come back down. It's back under 119. Kind of leveling out here. Quietness. 12,544. Gold sending a short signal. Big move down there on gold. About 1.5. Crude is just kind of leveling. And we're popping back up on the indices. $30-point candle back up. About almost 50 since the bottom. Gold did send that short signal. 6-tick candle there. We turned blue on the SMA. ES and NQ sending long signals. Don't want to trust that yet. But we are going to try a gold. Stuck here at 1854.4. May bounce up on me here. Indices came up to their SMA lines and are trying to bounce off of them. And gold is up. Gold trying to bounce here. New candle. Consolidating. Let's hope it consolidates and heads down. Yeah, gold coming up against me. NQ bounced off that SMA line. Trying to come back down. Gold showing green on tick strike. NQ sending that short signal. Stopped out on gold. Back to red on the day. So all is right in the world. Everything has gotten very quiet, very still. But the 15-minute chart definitely still looks bearish for NQ. You can see how it tried to pop up, and this wick is heading downward. Need to move my yellow line, hit a new daily low. Short signal firing there. But it's unsure of itself. These candles look small, partly because of the Bollingers, but that's actually a 15-point candle, 13, 17. This last one was only 4. Oops. Signal's firing. It's blocked by something. Gold trying to pop back up. Canadian dollar popped up. New Zealand dollar trying to pop up. Russell coming down. Long signal firing on ES. Everyone got very quiet. No one said anything since the open. That was 25 minutes ago. Did y'all fall asleep? Gold curled back up, hit that SMA line, and now bounding back down. See NQ trying to pop up, ES trying to pop up. Long signal firing on NQ. ES did go white, and I should have grabbed that. Gold. So gold came down, came back up, stopped me out, hit that SMA line, came back down. Because it doesn't like me, and it's told me so. All of a sudden, we gotten very quiet, very rangy. Everything's a rangy mutt. And there goes gold. So I was right when I jumped in. I jumped in at about 1854.4. Unfortunately, it popped back up to 1856.1. Stopped me out. Now it's gone. So eventually I'll be able to take bigger risks. Obviously, oh wow, look at that go! Look at the gold go down there. See, that's just a, that would have been a winner, obviously. So, you know, I jumped in on this right here, and you can see it popped up by 1.3. My stop was 1.2. Obviously, a better stop would have been 1.5, but the best stop would have been the top of this candle here, right above that SMA line, so about 1.8. And you can see I would have definitely would have gotten what I wanted out of it. Meanwhile, something's going on. I hear a tick strike ticking. We'll try to come back down. Low, 520. Low over here, 525. We're at 530. Clicking, ticking, heading down. Lots of poppy corn popping in my ear. About 530 now. So gold bottom just totally dropped out of it. That's frustrating. It's gone 5 points since I entered. Double short signal here on NQ. NQ's almost down, back down to its low of the day. Oh, but quick pop back up. Wow. 18 points back up. So struggling to get below that 520. So that quickly, it got down to 519 and popped up back up to 547. So it was a 30-point pop back up. Hit that SMA line and trying to come back down now. And another try at it. And another failure at it. And back to green, back to red, back to green, back to red. For some reason, it has a fear of going below 12,520. Popped right back up. Back down. Crude. Klaxon horn in my ear. Down about 118.50. NQ tried to pop up, failed, but can't seem to get below 07. Pop back up again, but failing again, and again, and again. So I jumped in on NQ, see if it bites me. See if it can break 12,500. Nope. Back up to my entry. I should have taken the profit there. Let's see what happens. Ah! Big spike up there. It looks like it's going to try and stop me out. Yep. Jumpiness. Okay, stopped out. $200 loss, no problem. That's why I shouldn't jump in on attempt there. Got in too late. If I would have got in at 520, well, that would have stopped me out too. So I don't know. Right back down. Just jumped up enough to stop me out, and now we're cooking with gas again. Back down to 500. Oh. Trying to break 12,500 here. It's broken it and keeps coming back above it. Yes, trying to come down as well. Just not sustaining the moves down. They coming down in bursts. There's the problem being wishy-washy. If I just taken that short there, we'll be down 160 points. VWAP at 696 on NQ. Oh, crude. Yep, it is headed that way. Oh, wow. Burrow. Awesome. Mine was just like any other weekend. You have crude's coming down. Crude trying to break below 118. NQ trying to curl up to the SMA. Platinum, big move down there. Ooh, look at the metals. Yeah, that's a huge move down there on gold. I mean, here, focusing on crude, gold stopped me out of course and then came down. Metals are moving. Pull back on silver as well. Up to the SMA line. So about 10:15 on the East Coast. We'll stream for another 45 minutes or so. Remember, I'm on here in Sharevision tonight and every evening from 7:45 Eastern. We stream for anywhere between 2 and 3 hours, depending on how much activity is going on. Long signals firing there on the indices. And of course, back here tomorrow and every day, 7:30 a.m. Eastern. Remember, Friday, we're doing a London session coming on at 2 a.m. Eastern, running through 11 a.m. Eastern, 9 hours. We'll trade the London session. We'll trade non-farm payroll report. We'll trade the U.S. cash open. And we'll dive exhaustion at the end like normal. So I hope you'll join me for some or all of that. Come trade with me as we trade London. I haven't made a graphic for it yet, but we have an FMOC meeting, June 15th. We'll be doing an extended stream for that as well. So 50-minute charts. One of the charts I'm looking for TCP possible saving is Canadian dollar because its tick value is only $5. And this one might be the type of move. This is the type of move I'm looking for. I didn't take it obviously, but so it was right around the open. But you know, looking for something I can do. Maybe oops. Just a 6 ticks of risk, which would be about $30. This only actually pulled back by 3 ticks. So and then I could have driven this up for how many ticks? 37. So let's round that up to 40. See if it would have went 40. Nope, it didn't go 40. But we'll still round it up to 40 because that's easy math. I'm having a $200 nice $200 profit there to give me some breathing room. So that's what I'm kind of looking at. I'm looking at the Canadian dollar, looking at the New Zealand dollar. New Zealand dollar is also $5 a tick. And I'm looking at ZF on the 5-year note and MES. This is what I'm kind of trying to figure out things with to get my TCP back to health. Tomorrow is the first of the month. So, new earn a trade deals should be coming out. Fortunately, they don't give the affiliates any advance notice. I usually get an email about 2 a.m. my time about what the new deal is. But tune in. When I hear it's going to be something interesting. Tune in and find out. NQ continuing to head up here. So he sent the long signal. Not a place I'll take it. At 532, pulled back to 522, and now we're up to 549. So it would have been a good signal, even though it's not a place I would take a signal. ES did the same thing. Now ES did turn white on the SMA line, popping up there by 2 points. That would have been a good one. Everything's green in indice land. All hanging around 118.25. NQ back up to above 12,570. That would have been a good. That was a good reversal candle there on ES. That would have could have told me that this was going to happen. Not really a reversal candle because this was a green candle here as well. But it came down. You see it hit that third band, came up with almost no body. So yeah, that would have been a good play. Gold hit that SMA line, been riding it down. We're riding high. Gold's made a new low here, or a recent low. I'm not sure where we're at actually on the daily chart. Actually, yep, new daily low. So again, I'm gonna try and start transitioning to these 15-minute charts, trying to figure out how I can make it as entertaining on here as well, because it's probably a bit more boring than playing off that 1-minute chart. But you can see here, this is a perfect, absolutely perfect setup here in gold over the last 15 minutes. We have a downtrending SMA line on the 15. We see this popped up. And look at this candle. That is a reversal candle. Not only did it hit the third band, almost hit the fourth band, but very small body, very long upper wick. We could have waited for a confirmation and got this first red candle. Then we could have rode this down for 8 points if you include the wick. Now here's the interesting thing. It did hit that fourth band and reversed. Again, that's almost always a reversal. So I would have been probably scared to enter off of that short signal because of that. But you can see this, if we would just follow the short signal blindly, this has also come down 4 points. But just playing off of this candle without even the signal, playing off of this reversal candle here, could have rode this down for 6-8 points. So Burrow, if you're still here, what kind of band? Gold's still coming down. So now we charted out NQ earlier and seen that we could have got one loss, 3 wins. Since obviously playing here 15 by 30, obviously it went well more than 30. You can see it went like 130, but we'll do 30. Not taking that long. So now this is the one. This is interesting. Obviously, this short signal would have failed me. This is where I also struggle. Do I wait for breaks of resistance or support, whatever? 520. This one fired, here at 32. Should I wait or should I not? Now, I didn't play it at all, but I count it as a loss. And then kind of the same thing here. Now this is where it's using just a 15 sucks, because this actually popped back up by 19. Whereas if I had used like a 20, used the SMA line, which is a 27 point, if it totally stopped me out, that's a $540 loss and huge. Not something I really want to do, but obviously it would have worked. And I could have got, better than 1.5 out of it if I would have wanted to. And obviously these would have worked as well, but again, against the trading plan. So, still trying to figure this all out. Gold popping back up a bit. You see it burst down all the way down to 1841.3, and through that third band, moving through the fourth band, back up. And again, look at this 15-minute chart. It burst through that fourth band on the 15-minute chart. Almost a definite sign of a reversal. Again, could have played it. Problem is those bursts that hit those fourth bands are very quick. I mean, you can see here, this is the 1-minute chart, and it probably literally did that within a couple of seconds and popped back up. And we can actually look at it on NinjaTrader. Let's go to a 1-second chart. ES popping. 1-second chart. Let's look. What minute was that? That was 9:26. Okay. Yeah, right here. Wow. So guys, let's look at this. This was that burst down. It literally lasted 2 seconds. 1 second. This was a 1-second candle. It burst down. Burst down by 2 full points in 1 second and then right back up. There's like no way to catch that unless you have something automated to catch it. Big moves in 2 seconds. Gold's kind of sideways now. And the indices are back. Well, NQ, big burst up here. Back above 12,600. ES back up to 4130. So strong move up here by the indices. Crude sent another long signal. Back up to 118.50. So, sorry, I was handling something on the Discord. Pull back here. Was not able to get back up to this high here. But NQ did make a new high, not a new high of the day, but a new high versus here. ES did not. Pulling back to the SMA lines here. Everybody's so quiet. It's about 20 minutes to go on the stream. Let's see if we get anything. So you can see here, yeah, I blew this up, then I blew it up, and I blew it up. How this indicated a reversal. We burst through that fourth band, probably a fifth band, came up, and now we're green on this next candle on the 15. Been a beautiful play. And keep pulling back to the SMA line. A lot of clicking going on again, trying to burst through it. Six B. Copper's still looking ugly as it comes down. 6B sending a long signal. British pound. Not real interested. Pound doesn't seem to move a lot. Yeah, you can see copper. We looked at this copper chart here. You can see how ugly that kind of looks, and it looks just as ugly on the 1 minute chart. Natural gas not doing much. Crude oil sending a short signal again. So crude did come down. And we are heading toward VWAP as Male Gossip pointed out earlier. Took a little longer to get there. But VWAP sits at 117.69. So we're just about 20 ticks above that. And there it is. There's VWAP. Perfect call by Male Gossip. And Q continuing to try and continue upwards. ES doing the same, although still hasn't gotten back up to this high over here on ES, although it's almost there. Long signal firing there on NQ. So kind of watching, waiting. Popped up to 37. ES did pop up to 35, so bit new, a higher high there. About 15 minutes to go on the stream. Things have kind of quieted down. Not sure why you all quieted down, but that's fine. Anybody take any trades recently? How's your P&L today, guys? And Q trying to pop back up. Remember, folks, if you like the content, I appreciate you hit that thumbs up button. YouTube algorithm Helps the channel grow. Did see some increase. Why, what's going on, CBR? Where are you at today? Over the weekend, we saw an increase in subscribers by a bunch. We'll have to actually, if there's any new subscribers here, I see our subscriber count went up by 4. So whoever new subscribers are today, thank you. Feel free to say hi in the chat. We're 5 away from 600. Great job, Matt. Excellent. Oh, speaking of Apex, did you all catch ouch, CBR, I'm sorry to hear that, man. You'll get it back. You recognize that you're over trading, so that's a good sign. You realize where the problem is. You can fix that. But did anyone catch CFT's interview with Daryl Martin from Apex? It's an interesting interview. It was mostly ended up being more promotion for Apex, but that was fine. But I thought one of the interesting things was that there's been 215,000 accounts created on Apex this year. 215,000 accounts. So I did the math, and he said so they've done about $2 million in payouts. So I did the math. If the average account costs $75, and this doesn't account for resets, they brought in about $16 million, and they paid out $2 million. So for those of you that are worried about those companies that don't have a funding partner and keep you on SIM, and how do they pay it out? Well, there's your answer. And most likely that a figure that I figured is conservative, the $75 average. But I figured, they ran that 80% sale, so on and so forth. So I went with $75. So $16 million, not including resets. And you got to figure a couple more million in resets. So that is, that's like they're and they paid out, like he said, close to $2 million. So Apex has brought in $14 million in profit. Now, obviously, that doesn't count for, in paying out employees and whatever else expenses they have, server fees, hosting fees, etc., etc. But so yeah, these companies are making big boku profits. Real quick, let me find that. I'll post it up for you guys. Here's the interview with CFT did with Daryl Martin, founder of Apex. So at least with Apex, I think that kind of proves that no one needs to worry that they're going to run out of money. And I would assume you're seeing similar profit margins on all the other companies. Whoops, closed down the wrong window. Good job. And if you don't follow CFT, you should. Great channel. Give the video a like. Great content he puts out. He's doing about one of these interviews a week. I like to point out that I was the first interview he did and kind of started that trend. But yeah, he's doing about one of these a week. I know he has a few more lined up. Last week he did Chris from Earn to Trade, the guy that does all the educational stuff with for Earn to Trade. That was also a good interview. Thank you. It's trying to tick up here. 5 minutes left to go in the stream. Today, it was kind of an iffy day. Up and down. Ended up down, but that's okay. June is going to change everything. A lot of changes coming in June and July. I'm going to be moving first week of July to what I hope to be a better house, better setup for me, better setup for the streams. No more background noise, hopefully. But I plan on turning my trading around. Got some plans going. Better discipline over June. I guess still got to figure out the TCP, but plan on much better discipline on the Gauntlet account. And I think over the next 2 months is where things change and get better. Market definitely has lost some oomph here in the last bit. Oomph. Oomph. Fun word to say. Remember back on Sharevision tonight, 7:45 Eastern Time. Crude sticking around at 117.70 mark. So here's crude on the 15 minute. You see that reversal candle definitely called it. Now jumping in there, that would have hurt for a bit, but wow, look at crude coming down here. Just broke through 117.48. So since this high here, 119.98, it's come down $2,500. Although it was definitely a bumpy ride. And no matter what time frame you're looking at, well, the hour chart didn't really, but 5 minute chart, everything pointed to it starting down. So we kind of ended here with a whimper. Not much going on except for Crude. Crude decided to die on us right there. But it was a great call by Mil Gossip. Call that moved the VWAP where it's hanging right around now. So that's what we're going to call it for today. Hope you join me on Sharevision tonight, 7:45 Eastern. The link for Sharevision, if you've never been there, is just been posted by Nightbot right before I posted that YouTube link. It's also in the video description below. And if you can't join me then, of course, always join me here tomorrow morning, 7:30 Eastern, on here on YouTube as we go through the markets once again. Hope everyone has a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you all next time. Bye. I hope you enjoyed today's live stream. If you did, I'll love if you hit the thumbs up button. Remember, we do stream every morning on YouTube and Twitch from 7:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. and every evening on Sharevision from 7:45 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. and every Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. Also, I'd love to have you follow me on social media. We're on Twitter at MightyOxTrading, Instagram at MightyOxTrading, and Reddit at r ox market trading. Have a great day.